welcome to Verona News, bringing you all of Monday's greatest news. I'm Brianna Nelson, and this is my partner, Kent Chamberlain.
This week's news is brought to you by Apothecary Poisons. Looking for death? Well, death is looking for you at Apothecary Poisons. Early Monday morning, a shocking fight broke out between the longtime enemies, Capulets and Montagues. It was reported that the servants of both families decided to fight over whose house was better and ended in a brawl. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the prince did come out with a frightful proclamation.
In his message to the two families, he stated that this would no longer be accepted, and that if any other altercations were to come up in the future, the punishment will result in death. That's quite a harsh punishment, don't you think, Ken?
Oh yes, those two families better watch out. We now have live feed from one of our reporters, Chelsea Weber.
I am in the town square on Monday where a fight broke out between the two families. It is a devastating scene here. One mother was praying that her son Romeo was not here. Fear and shock are the relative feeling here, and it is not a good atmosphere. Here is one of the servants that was in the fight. Hi, I'm Chelsea from Verona News. Do you mind if we ask you some questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Were you involved in this fight, and if you were, what exactly happened?
Yeah, I was involved in the fight. I'm from the prestigious Capulet family. We were in the town square doing our own business. Then the Montagues came along. They bit their thumb at us. We didn't take it good. That's how the brawl started.
What do you think of the prince's ruling?
I think that the Montagues better hold their temper, because if they don't, we're both going to get in big trouble.
Well, there you have it. This is Chelsea reporting live from Verona Square. Back to you, Kent.
What a riveting scene, Chelsea. This is your Monday Verona News. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time. Welcome to Verona News, live from Studio 6, bringing you all of Tuesday's biggest controversies. I'm Kent Chamberlain, and this is my partner, Brianna Nelson.
Hello, everybody. I have some breaking news that happened about midday today. A fight broke out between Mercutio, Tybalt Capulet, and Romeo Montague, who, with 2 dead and 1 banished, this is not a pretty picture. Let's go down to Chelsea to talk more about the story.
I have talked to one of the main observers in this fight, Benvolio. He stated that the fight started between Tybalt and Mercutio and went on for a while. He then said that Romeo came back to break up the fight, and while he was going to hold Mercutio back, Tybalt ended his life with a laceration to the side. Then, out of rage, Romeo came back to seek his friend Mercutio. Then they fought to death, with Tybalt losing the fight. Romeo was then banished by the prince, and if he is to be found in the walls of Verona, he will be sentenced to death. Here's one of the family members of Tybalt right now. Hello, miss. Do you mind if we have a few words?
Well, certainly not. This fight has been going on too long. This feud has been going on too long. And my poor nephew was killed because of this.
Do you have anything to say to Romeo regarding this situation and his sentence?
Oh, Romeo, I swear if I come in contact with him, whatever that prince said, it'll be a lot different if it comes in contact with me.
Well, there you have it, live from Verona Square. This is Chelsea Weber. Back to you, Brianna and Ken.
That was a shocking scene and quite a shocking threat.
If you have any information about Romeo Montague being in Verona, you are supposed to report this information straight to the authorities.
This has been your Tuesday's news. Tune in later this week for more shocking stories. Bringing you all of the news all the time, this is Verona News. Hello, welcome to this Sunday's news on Verona News. I'm Brianna Nelson, and this is my partner, Kent Chamberlain. We have information about Paris, Romeo Montague, and Juliet Capulet. They have all been reported dead at the Capulet tomb.
It is said earlier this week on Wednesday that Juliet Capulet was found dead at her home. We now have information saying that was a staged death. Friar Lawrence, a local leader of the church, conducted an interesting interview with us that explained the whole thing.
Yes, this is true. I did help Juliet fake her death. I gave her sleeping potions to give her death-like qualities. Because earlier this week I married Juliet and Romeo because they were madly in love. I thought that this might put the family's feud to rest.
Friar Lawrence went on to tell us about how on the same day as their secret wedding, Romeo killed Tybalt, being banished. For this reason was Juliet so sad, not because of her cousin's death. On Thursday afternoon, Juliet went to the friar proclaiming that she was to be married to Count Paris, a wish that she did not want. The friar then gave her the sleeping potion and proceeded on like he did not know any of the situations.
We now have a live reporter on the scene. Let's take it to Chelsea.
Hello, I am standing outside the Capulet tomb here with Friar Lawrence. Hello, Friar. So we already know that you gave Juliet the plan of faking her death and everything that led up to that. What happened after the fact, though? Why are these three dead here at the Capulet tomb?
Well, my friend Friar John was supposed to get the message to Romeo in time to tell him about my do-abouts, but he was unable to get the message to Romeo in time. So then Romeo got all mad. He got a potion, very deadly, from the apothecary, and yeah, wasn't good.
Should you be held accountable for the death of Paris?
I don't think I should be held accountable. Romeo killed himself with the potion. It's not my problem, eh? When he saw Juliet dead, that's when he did it. I arrived at the scene. I tried to comfort Juliet once she woke from her death. Didn't work. She stayed with Juliet. This guard started coming, so I scrammed. Then, that's when she stabbed herself.
Well, that's the story, folks. Back to the studio.
Well, there you have it. It's been a long and interesting week for both the Capulets and the Montagues.
Right that is, Kent. Well, there's the tragedy of young Romeo and Juliet. This is Brianna and Kent saying good night, and thank you for watching the Sunday Verona News. Hello, welcome to this Sunday's news on Verona News. I'm Brianna Nelson, and this is my partner, Kent Chamberlain. We have some breaking news about Paris, Romeo Montague, and Juliet. Are you serious?
Yes, this is true.
It is said that